Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another success story. We have Sathish. Sathish has some camera issues, so he's not able to switch on his camera.
Gosh.
Sathish, is it fixed or you?
Yeah, it is an issue. No, not it.
Not fixed. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Fine. So then, yeah, that's okay. You can speak without a camera.
Yeah, fine.
You can introduce yourself, your profile before your career transition, Satish. Just a brief about your academics and experience you have. We'll start with that. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So, very good afternoon to everyone. So, I'm an electronics graduate. So, I worked in electronics field for more than 5.5 years, nearly 6 years. So, and I'm very much passionate towards data and handling data and making AI/ML and bringing to business. So, what is the process? I wanted to learn in deep. So that's why I wanted to make a direct transition to data science career. So and I got to know about Datamites. So doing proper research on which like institute is offering a good and valuable approach on data science studies. So after that, I get to know about Datamites and I reviewed the Datamites portal and the students who have passed out and everything. So I got a positive feedback about Datamites and I wanted to join Datamites. So I quit my job and I wanted to make a strong, like knowledgeable area in data science. So I quit my career and joined Datamites, and I have done my certified data scientist course. And after that, I have done my internship in Rubik's. Then I got to placed in R360 as a data scientist. So this is my short brief.
Wonderful. Uh, what was your background? You said electronics. What
Yeah,
was?
as an electronics engineer, service engineer.
Okay. When did you complete your engineering, Satish?
2016 past.
Okay. After that, were you working somewhere before
Yeah,
you?
I'm working in an MNC for electronics, regarding electronic service.
Okay, wonderful. Uh, Satish, before you decided to join data science, what was your prior knowledge? Do you have knowledge in statistics or Python or any such fields?
No, like stats and math we learn like in higher secondary and secondaries. So that knowledge I have, and Python it's entirely new for me, and so I wanted to learn Python and stats maths. I know the basics, so it is not a big issue for me. And once I made the decision to move into data science, so automatically all my like feelings is to learn whatever the path it should be. Like I wanted to follow the path, learning Python, stats, maths, everything. Like
You had a basic knowledge
yeah,
which you got
yeah,
from your.
basic intermediate, yeah, like that. Yes.
How long it took for you to learn Python? You said that you had a very basic knowledge before. So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
much effort and how long it took for you? Yeah.
So it is like nearly 2 weeks. Like when I joined Datamites, no, I am an offline batch. Like I studied in classroom. So like there I got to know like got to know the basics of Pythons, like how we'll do coding and everything. They started from basic to the expert level. I can tell like to coding the ML algorithms and in CNN deep learning algorithms, everything from basic to expert level. It is taught there like in Datamites. So I'm very much happy on that.
Okay. So you said about few weeks to a month,
Yeah.
you were able to get a hang of Python as
Yes.
required for data science.
Yeah.
Okay. And your offline batch, which means did you study which city? Is it in Bangalore?
Yeah. I came to Bangalore. Yes.
Okay. So you came to Bangalore especially for this course.
Yes.
Okay, that's a bold decision, quitting a job and moving to a different location to study, and then you successfully moved to the career. I am happy. I congratulate for you.
Thank you so
What?
much. Yeah, that is a big decision I made in my life. Like I wanted to do a career transition.
I'm
I'm
I'm just
feeling.
curious. what made you to do that decision? What actually pushed you to to take this extreme call of quitting and then joining? Because a lot of people do that, but they do it parallelly. They take an online course and do it. But you have
Yes.
completely taken a risk of quitting your existing job and moved to Bangalore and joined Datamites classroom training. What was that? What is your what made
Yeah.
you to do that?
Yeah. So the first point is like my strong passion towards data science studies and everything. Like I wanted to move in a trend. Like now the AI is the trend which the world revolves. So I wanted to do like my career in AI regarding field. That is the first point. And the second point is like for me, I feel better like in-person classroom teaching is best for me. I prefer it's online is also best, but I prefer in-person training. So that's why I prefer to come to Bangalore Datamites. Yeah. Hello.
I did not hear. Maybe the people in the session would have heard. But could you repeat, like, what is that which
Yeah,
pushed you
sure.
to take this extreme step? Yes.
Yeah, sure. The trend towards AI is growing day by day. So I wanted to be a like a part of it. So what I can do from my side, like I wanted to learn and be like in that path track, not to be diverted among other things. And I'm more passionate about electronics also. I wanted to fuse these two things like together, like in future I will plan like for getting these things to be done. And apart from this, I in-person training I prefer like but from online training person I prefer in-person training, so that's why I attend the classroom
It's
sessions.
more focused.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, yes.
Okay. The current company you joined, which is R360, uh,
Yes.
right? Where is the posting? It's in Bangalore, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is in Bangalore. Yes.
And I see that it's a big company. I have about 22,000 followers in LinkedIn itself.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes, yes.
so you're already working here, right? Did
Yeah,
you join?
yes, for
It's
the
about
past
three,
two
two,
to
three
three
months.
months.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Excellent. So yeah, before we go there, how you have learned data science related key concepts. So uh, how was your experience with in terms of doing internships and then the job hunting, which is a big question mark for many people. So what was your approach in terms of doing internship and applying for job? Actually, Pat actually helped you, data mites
Right.
placement team, but can you explain the process? Yes.
Yeah, yes. So in offline classroom, I have class nearly 2 to 3 hours. So that time I spent really been useful. And apart from that, I made self studies like 3 to 5 hours, at least 3 hours a day. So totally 6 hours covering 6 hours. And uh, apart from the classroom sessions, I also referred some Coursera like videos and courses. So and mostly some few YouTube channels. So these are my study pattern. Like I used to follow these things. And apart from this, like in internship, I have done projects in Rubik's related to like regression, classification, and clustering, and neural network kind of things. So I wanted to do projects in all the like models. So insurance cost prediction and marketing project and FIFA 2020 and rice leaf disease prediction. Like that, I have done all the projects. And in client projects, I've done an inventory management project also. After that, I have done my assessments. So I cleared the assessments and scored more than six. And I was able to clear the mock interview also. And after that, I received a call from PAT team. So Shali and Farzana. So both of them supported me like in a deep, passionate way, and I'm very thankful to them. And so it is my third company, I think, or third company. So I cracked it. So previously it was like a stepping stone, like how to uh, crack this interview, like 1 or 2 interviews. So this is the thing I have done. Yes.
With internet, I couldn't figure out. Okay,
Yeah.
so I think I heard most of the information you shared.
Okay.
So you have now moved into a data science role. Could you please explain me a bit about your current role?
So I'm in like a data scientist role. Like I was involved in like a starter level of roles. So I can't explore many things. Like I'm exploring more things like apart from our studies. It is very interesting, and day-to-day learning is very like interesting and moving me towards some good goal in data science career. So I'm very much interested to work in this field. That's why I choose this path. So it's usually it is very interesting. That's what I can tell you.
Okay, wonderful. So you're currently working on a project which is related to data science. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah, yeah.
details it's not quite anyway. Okay, so anything else you would like to share for the aspiring students? I think most of the things you said is at par with the average of the learners in terms of the number of hours what you have
Yeah.
studied, and when did you complete the course with Datamites? How long it took for you to get a job?
I completed like last year, December, before December, I think, and it took me around from like 8 to 9 months, nearly 11 months, I think. Yes.
So when
It
you
took.
say completed, is it the phase two or phase three?
Sorry.
Is it a phase two course you completed? When was your last internship
Yeah, yeah,
date?
phase two. Yes.
Okay, so that is a phase two. So phase three went for another 4 months or 5 months, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
So about April, May, you actually completed the phase three of the course, uh, and then about another 4 5 months. So have you attended other interviews? Is it how many interviews you attended before you land up with the current company?
Like 2 interviews via PAT, and from my side, I tried a few interviews. So
From
nearly
a
five, 3 to 5. Yeah.
3 to 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So two interviews coming from Datamites placement team, and the
Yeah.
one you finally landed up is through Datamites placement team, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Can you share the experience of these interviews? Like, have any learnings which can be helpful for the people who are aspiring to become a
Yeah.
data scientist? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. The main thing we have to concept is everything's under basic level of understanding of Python, stats, max, and machine learning models. So in some case, you can learn about deep learning cases also. So these 4 things is very important. Apart from this, the main second point is the project. What project you are doing and how you are presenting in the interview. So the points you should be very clear, and you should explain in a manner that easily can be understand and communicable with the interviewer. And apart from this, I had interview rounds like projects discussion and technical coding and HR CO discussion. So this is the rounds I had. So everything went well, and I landed here. Yes, I'm very
So
happy for it, and I'm very grateful for Pat's team and Datamites. And thank you. Yes.
okay, wonderful. So the number of rounds is pretty much standard as any interview is conducted. Any specific questions you find it difficult? So I'm trying to see uh, how your experience can be helpful for the people. So anything specific, because not
Yeah.
everyone lands up to the job within 4 to 5 months. You have taken, you're slightly above the average, but you are at the mark, right? There's always
Yes.
something unique about people who are successful, right? Their approach, their number of hours they put in, or something like that. So I'm trying to figure out uh, what was that which is unique, and did you face anything challenging in the interview which you worked on later, which helped you?
Yeah, yes. While attending the interviews, you get to know, like, first of all, attending interviews is a like a step forward, and you should attend interviews like how much interviews, if it is possible, you can take more that much interviews like from your end also. So from there, you get to learn few things like in coding they will ask for specific things like related to list comprehension or something like handling the lists. So how you will code for like uh, Fibonacci series or something like that. So some basic things like you have to study that too, like you have to understand and study. That is the main part. If you are understanding the codes, then you can easily explain them also. And the plotting is also important, whatever how you plot. So in Python, how you do the EDA part. So the steps are you do in data science projects that you should learn thoroughly. Like it should be like in your mind, like what are the steps we follow, starting from domain understanding and feature pre-processing and EDA, and after that feature engineering, feature selection, then building a model, then cross validating for the best model and implementation. Like that, you have to uh, got through the process, and you have to be more confident while explaining the projects or whatever the things or concepts. You should be very confident on explaining the things. That is the part in interview handling is.
Okay, wonderful. That's helpful. Thank you very much, Satish. So I think we have got. I think we have most of the information what you wanted to share. So I will open up for the questions, which is
Sure,
from the other channels. So
sure.
Datamites team, I request you to copy paste any questions you find it in LinkedIn or YouTube or other channels, right? I have a person, Rekha Rajagopal, who wants to ask a question. Rekha Rajagopal, do you want me to unmute you? I shall do that. One second. Yeah, please go ahead. You should be able to speak now. Rekha. So I will keep you unmuted. So, you can unmute and speak, or you can simply type the question in the chat box. I'll take it from there. I have a question from LinkedIn
Okay, sir.
from, yeah,
Okay.
please go ahead, Rekha.
Sir, I'm from an architecture background, and I don't have much experience in IT department. I'm just starting my career in data science. So
Hmm.
I'm into Datamites for past
Rekha,
Python.
I missed
And
something there between. Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah,
What's the
so
question,
I
Rekha?
just want to know how can I build my career portfolio, because I know Satish has already worked for 5 years in his own profession, which I don't have.
Hmm.
So what is the best way to build my portfolio?
Okay, so your 5 years of experience is considered as your business experience. It's valid. It shows your seniority, your corporate knowledge, business knowledge. But when you're switching to data science careers, you should have your own profile, online data profile. So as Satish said, you need to work on as many projects as you can, and it should be on, like, you should have your own Kaggle. You should have your own
Okay,
GitHub libraries, and whenever you
okay,
do any projects, you can get back. You can get in touch with the placements team from Datamites, because they have an entire process, entire the handbook of making an online profile for you. Are you in phase
okay.
three now? Are you in internship phase, Rekha, right now?
I'm just going to, sir, because we have to finish two more topics,
Okay.
and then after that I will be into internship.
So you're still in phase two, right? Okay. Then,
Yes.
yeah, then don't worry, because when you enter the phase three, there is already a set process where they will help you with the data profile. And then 4 months of your phase three, you already have a significant data profile, which can be shown as testimony for your employers. Like at that point, if
Okay.
you have any questions, you can always reach me on LinkedIn. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I have a question from Satya Shankar from LinkedIn. It says, has Datamites helped you to get this job? I think yes, of course. Satish, you can answer this question.
Yes. So this via data mates only through petting, yeah. Placement is
I
the
have
same
a
thing.
I have a follow-up question from same person from LinkedIn, Satya. Say, how did you find and attend interviews by yourself? I find it very hard to find interviews through
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
yeah, okay. Like so, like via LinkedIn, it is like very. It's not giving that much efficiency. Like I used Naukri, Indeed, like that platforms. So LinkedIn, I think if you have proper prior experience, you can get the call for interview. So even if you have data science experience in relevant to 3 years or 4 years, LinkedIn they can directly shortlist you. So Naukri and Indeed, I prefer, yes.
Yeah, I agree with Satish. I hire for my projects as well. I heard from LinkedIn, but as Satish said, we look for experienced people from LinkedIn. The challenge we face is that we get a lot of people without a fundamental knowledge. So if we ask for ML engineer, data engineer, data scientist kind of roles, you get a lot of resumes. But when we interview, we find that they don't have basic knowledge. So the market is flooded with people with not up to the mark of knowledge for the job. So that's one of the reason where most of the people won't call everyone who apply. You should have a credible profile, then you might, or you should have like Datamites have built a rapport with many employers past 5 6 years. So when we send candidate, we already have pre-screened it. As Satish said, that he got 6 out of 10 in the first mock interview itself, which is the threshold for people for the learners. We say that above 6 we send it to the employees, like the job opportunities. So some channels like this they trust because whoever we are sending are already having above average knowledge for the job, right? So Shankar, if you are applying from outside, you just keep persistently applying. Make sure that your application reflects your experience and the projects you have done, and keep doing it, and also open Naukri and other channels and be persistent and consistent in terms of applying for the job. Satish, thank you. I have a question from anonymous attendee who is in the call right now. So I don't have any background in IT nor an experience. How do I build experience in data science? Satish, you want to take that question?
Yeah. So my success story revolves there only. So I also not from proper IT background. So I used to work with no coding knowledge. So from no coding knowledge to like intermediate level. So this is easily possible. Like you should have that passion and determination towards whatever you are doing that thing. And another thing is like Datamites pushed their good level for teaching, so you can easily understand. So apart from this, you have to do proper projects. That is what I am constantly repeating. Projects related to live demand. So now recent demands. So like that, you have to focus like on company aspect. What will be the projects they will expect? That point of view only we have to think. Like if some companies are like you take Walmart. So Walmart, what they will do like they sell products and they keep many products and they are a global level suppliers. So what they will do that they will manage the inventories. So managing inventory is the main part. Manage the inventory. So you can take that project as inventory management. So that will help you for finding proper route of job. So like that you select few companies or company level understanding of projects. So that will be very grateful for growing your career.
Very good answer. Thank you, Satish. I fully second that. Number of projects you do, and you prepare for the interview. So you have to look at the profile of the employer who are attending the interview and try to come up some of the ideas, what kind of projects they might be doing, and prepare for that. And that really helps in your interview. It's a good approach. Thank you. I have a question from Fola Shade. The question is how easy it is for someone moving from human resource management to data science. So I can take that question, Satish. So
Yes.
essentially, data scientists are in every industry and also in every function. HR is one of the function. I have my own startup in Netherlands, which is into HRIS, right? So when you become a HR, when you have an HR experience, you could actually become a data scientist with a HR specialization. There are a lot of use cases in terms of employee learning requirements, many other automations. For example, employee satisfaction related, a lot of decisions related to human resource, automation of your payrolls and expense management, even hiring, filtering the profiles. All of this comes under human resource. There's so many different use cases, and HR is one of the very vital function within any organization. So it will be smooth for you if you target data science in a HR function. And there are so many roles, many job opportunities in that. Simply search human resource data science in LinkedIn. You find probably hundreds of thousands of jobs, which is particularly looking for data scientists who has HR experience. I have a question from Kamal. What is the salary range a new staff can receive monthly? Kamal, it depends on the region in US and India. So I can tell you it's about in India for fresher it's sometimes even less than 5 lakhs. There are a lot of people Datamites have placed who are less than 5 lakhs. Honestly, that's a starting salary. But after 1 year, you can expect nearly 10 lakhs. I think Satish himself is above 6 lakhs. Is that correct? Around 6 lakhs, right, Satish? But he has a 5 years
Yeah.
experience before. Now that he has started his journey with a good company, after a year, he could think about a very good salary revision. That's what most of the data scientists who are entering this role actually do. Hope that answers your question. If it is from a US and Europe perspectives, numbers are different because it's a minimum slab anyway over there. In US, you can expect a minimum salary of 55 to 75 K per annum as a data scientist. If you have 5 years experience, it will be above 100K US dollars. How many rounds you faced? I think he answered that question before. I'm going to skip that question. What questions are asked in interview? I think I have asked that question and he has given a comprehensive answer. So I'm going to skip this question as well. A question from Sarigne is asked. Right. So the question is, I'm a student of University of Dakar, West Africa. Okay. I'm working on a production data processing for solar and wind power. All right. Very good. So is it relevant to you? Yes, of course. I mean, anywhere you have a data, because all of your solar and wind power plants, it's all about processing data, right? And one of the main challenges in these renewable energies is the consistency of your power generation, because you need to really calculate the requirements, demand matching, and the storage requirement of your conventional energies. So data science plays a very important role. You could actually have a predictive models which can forecast the energy generation and demand, accordingly match and make this energy available effectively to the consumers. That's one use case which I have worked, but there are many use cases. Yes, so data science is applicable for renewable energy, both at the planning level, implementation, and operation level. Another question from Jen Beru. From a last training, I did not receive a certificate. Okay, so if you did not receive a certificate, it's mostly because of your email is not registered properly, because it's an automated process. I would request you to send a message to care@datamites.com. I typed the email in your reply. You will get it in a 24 hours time. All right, so I have a question from Nikhil Mani. Will I need a master's degree for becoming a data engineer if I have experience for data analyst for 1 or 2 years? Is Datamites provide such master's or post-graduation degree for data engineer? I'll take this question. It's related to Datamites. So we do not provide master's or graduate degree. That's mostly universities will do that. 2 years of degree and then you get a graduation. To answer your first question, do you need a master's degree? I think more than 80% of the data scientists who are getting into this career do not have a data science master degree. So you do not have to worry about it. Normally, people do masters in data science to get an entry in other region. For example, you want to relocate to Europe or US or other regions. That's where when you actually see that you might need a entry to this region, a visa, and a master's degree in the universities in this region actually help you. But in general, for getting into a job, you need an experience, you need internship, you need experience. That is more important than having a master degree. Nikhil. Chakravarti has a question. Why do you take a long period to get interviewed from May to November? Sathish.
Yeah. Yes. So I think that is the stage where transition something happened. So it played a crucial role. And on that time, I was so making myself more strong, and So I wanted to learn more things in AI. So apart from data science, I started focusing on AI also, AI aspects also. So NLP, like that kind of stuff, and image processing and like that image recognition kind of tasks I wanted to learn, and I started learning that. So in between only I got this opportunity. So you use the time efficiently, so you don't focus only about the job. If you are taking the steps towards the job, it will automatically come. That is the point I wanted to say.
Very good answer. But it's not November, Chakravarti. November is this month, right? So
Yeah,
he's
this one.
been
Yeah, it
working
was
for 3 months.
September.
So I think it's 2 to 3 months delay. And it's not delay. I think that's the time actually required. I mean, if someone is expecting to get a job very next month, I think there are a lot of people even before the course get a job, right? That's being that you are in the right time, in the right place with the right profile, you get it. But usually 3 to 6 months is an average. Honestly speaking, some may take even more than that, sometimes in a year, if you don't have proper skills, and you basically have to keep on revising your concepts, building better profile, doing more internships, right? That's but most of the people on an average 3 to 6 months. So Satish is actually on the faster side, I would say. So Chakravarti, to answer your question, there is no delay. I think that is a normal time you take, about 2 to 3 months to get into a good job.
And another thing I wanted to add point is like, so you don't wait for job, like you go to internship also. That also will practically boost your confidence, and you will get to know about the company and what is the culture there and what are the products they are working. So you'll get to know more knowledge on that path. So after that, you can get into that project or into that company directly, or you have that confidence to move to other company also. That is what I wanted to add. Yes.
Very good. That's a very, very valid point. You don't have to look for a full-time job. If it is getting delayed, find an internship so that you get a real-time experience, makes your profile stronger.
Yes.
Mara Sunil Kumar Reddy has a question. How many hours learned and practiced per day? Okay. This is a common, people are busy with other things normally. So they're concerned about what's the average hours. How much time you put, Satish? I think you mentioned before.
Yeah,
Again,
yes. So I think in classroom session, first day you came and you told like using mobiles and you you told like this few points, like I remember. So
okay.
for if you are passionate, like at least for like you want to do something, do focus on this studies. So I wanted to tell that, and whatever time you are spending, that should be more focused. So you put your cell on off or whatever, switch off the phone if it is possible, and you just focus. Even if it is 1 hour, you just spend for that 1 hour purposefully and meaningfully to learn. That is what I am telling. So
Correct.
even 6 hours, one, it doesn't matter. Even 1 hour, strongly you are learning the concept. That is fine. Yes.
Absolutely. I I normally tell people, I would have told Satish Batch as well. I don't remember, but please, I mean, when people ask how many hours, I would say, no, why can't you put 10 hours? I mean, when we were preparing, we were putting 8 hours, 9 hours. That was 20 years ago. I understand. Uh, Market has become much more conducive, much more fast, and much more absorbing nowadays, right? On an average, successful candidates who have transitioned have put about 4 hours to 5 hours a day, including the classroom training or online training they take. So 4 hours is an average, to answer your question straight. But I normally request to put as much as you can, 7 hours, 8 hours, because it fastens your learning curve and you get to the job quicker.
Yeah. In between, you give some gap. So whatever it is, like three or 1 hour, or you take some gap and you learn again. That is the thing I want to tell.
Yeah. You take a break to make the learning more effective. That's good. Thank you. A question from Jael Abumba, kindly asking from, so he's from Kenya. Is data science is also a part of data analysis? It's otherwise around. Data analysis is a part of data science. Pradeep Das has a question, and it's how data science course is effective for development field as a monitoring and evaluation learning expert. So data science, if you learn data science, then you basically gather the data science skills, which is statistics, data analysis, machine learning, and many other things, including Python for managing large data set and building predictive models. You can apply anywhere. I mean, in your monitoring, evaluation, and learning expertise, if that's where you're working on, you can apply some of the data science concepts and models in there. Right. I have a question from Kamal again. I'm from aircraft engineering background. I'm doing my degree in data science and AI, which is very good. Can I proceed with data science and AI in my actual sector? Yes, of course, definitely yes. Aircraft engineering has a lot of data science use cases. You can. I want to do a question from Utsav Hari Bhagat. I want to do masters in data science as I have interest to deep dive in this particular topic. Currently, I'm in a final year of BTech, CSE branch. Will Datamites help? You are a computer science branch, and of course, you can. Of course, we're all there for helping. Just drop an mail to care@datamites.com, and they will revert back you with the information you're asking for. After syllabus completion, how many months required to get a job? So I answered this question several times. For Sathish, it is 3 to 4 months. I think 2 to 3 months, 3 to 4 months. That's an average, right? But I definitely don't say everyone get a job. So it's all up to you. But what I can tell, most of the people get a job. It's a matter of time. Some people get even before the phase 3 completion. Some people get immediately after it. Some people get 2 to 3. So the average is 2 to 3 months. Right? But some might even take 6 months, even longer. Eventually, if you're keep on doing it for at least several months, you will land up into a job. To answer your question, it is 2 to 3 months average. What's the minimum time period to spend in the course to actually attend placement? So the course is about 8 months to 8 to 9 months. So the phase 2 is 4 months. And then you have the phase 3, which is internship and projects phase, which is another 4 months. After this, I think in the middle of the internship phase, Sathish, is that correct? So in the phase 3, you will start the placements, right?
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. So after,
so,
yeah.
So after you complete phase 2, which is 4 months, 1 or 2 months, you will start the placement. So from the day you join the course, it's about 6 months when you start getting this placement team getting in touch with you.
Yeah, and one more thing is like I wanted to add the certifications which I got, like IAPC and NASCOM certification.
Yeah.
So that adds more value to my like profile. So I wanted to add this point. So doing course and projects and with proper certifications will make you a whole data aspirant. So that's what I wanted to add. Yes.
Well said. So certification will give you more value to your profile. So you start getting interviews. And of course,
Yeah.
I always say certification gets you the light, but your skills actually get you the job, right? So you should always keep in mind, certification will better your profile so that you get better visibility. People will
Yes.
call for interviews, you get more projects, but ultimately you get a job based on your skills. That's very important. I have a question. How many times did you take to clear mock interview in Datamites? Some people are taking more than 2, 3 times. I think you did it first time, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. First time.
So,
Yes.
so you are in the merit. So, so Satish is a merit student. So he cleared the Datamites mock interview in first attempt.
Yes.
I have a question from Datta Kamble. What's the difference between data scientist and AI engineer? What kind of, okay. So AI engineer is more comprehensive. It gets into NLP, computer vision, and all the stuff. You need to be more programming savvy, and you work as an AI engineer. Data scientist does have a significant component of AI, which is machine learning, but they use it for predictive analytics for business cases. AI engineer is more into AI products and solutions, like building computer vision solutions. You see that a lot of AI applications that becomes AI engineer. So that's the difference. Data scientists work on business cases using machine learning modeling. AI engineers probably land up into a job where they build AI solutions, especially LLM models, computer vision, and related. Okay, so a question from Chakravarti. Whether the mock interview scheduled by Datamites were to be cleared to face placements? Yeah, I think that's correct. So you have to clear the mock interview and you should get a job ready score above 6. That's the minimum threshold to get to the next phase of placements. And if you don't clear, it's like you keep on doing it. So until you clear it. So it will take few months for most of the people to re-attend and clear it. What are the learnings from interview which you had attended yourself? Kiran. Okay, so I think he has shared enough, Kiran. If you have any specific questions, I'm going to share his LinkedIn profile. Satish, just confirm that this is your LinkedIn profile, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to share this LinkedIn profile in the chat group to everyone who is here in this call, and request Datamites to copy paste it in the LinkedIn and other sources if there was someone want to find. So, in specific question, you can maybe drop a message to Satish himself, right? Okay. I think we had enough questions. One last question, maybe. How many months after you get internship certificate, Datamites will join the interview from our end also? If I want to join interview from our end, the question is not clear. So after you get internship certificate from Datamites, if I want to join interview, so you can start doing your own effort as well. And as I said, in phase 3, middle of the phase 3, the placement team will start doing it. But as Sathish said, if you focus on learning, getting a job is just a consequence. So I would rather say, rather than too much worrying about the mock interviews and when I'm going to get this next call for the job, you focus on learning and other things will happen naturally. It's as per the process. So your focus should be more on upgrading your skills. And of course, specific questions can be answered. So you can always drop these questions to Datamites. His question: do you have any idea which European country is better to live in as a data science? Which country is better is a question no one is able to answer. A great country today is becoming very bad tomorrow. A lot of peaceful countries are not peaceful anymore, right? So I don't think I can answer the question. But I'm from Netherlands. I worked there for more than 8 years. I think Netherlands is one of the great countries to work with. But in general, it's not the country. You should think about the company, because country is just if you're good with multiple culture, flexible, then usually you do not have problem with most of the countries around the world. It's a company you should watch and the kind of work you're looking at. Okay. All right. Very good. I have many questions here as well, but I guess these questions can be sent directly to Sathish or to me, and we'll be more than happy to answer. Thank you very much for all the people who have attended this. I hope this is helpful. The goal is to learn from the successful candidates and also get inspired, because if you really aim, as Satish said, if you focus on the learning part of it, getting a job is eventually would happen. It may take a month or 2 or even more, but it eventually happens. So every time it's getting delayed or you fail an interview, you come back to the revising the concepts, doing more projects, making your profile online stronger. That's the end message from Sathish of this success story. So I thank him very much for taking the time, and I congratulate Sathish on his success, and I wish you all the best for the future successes, Sathish.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and I appreciate the PAT team and Datamites team, and wish you all good luck for all future data aspirants. Yeah.
So I also wish all the people who are in this call listening to us a very good good luck with their career pursuit. And if you have any specific questions to Datamites or to me, to Sathish, you can always reach us to our LinkedIn anchors. Thank you very much. And at last, Datamites, thank you very much for giving this opportunity. And I'm glad that Pat placement team is doing fantastic, and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.